Ja, jag tar gruppbilden där bara. har på något sätt fått med det. Okej.
amerikanerna.
Gå över med den här till en här.
Vad är hon då? Är hon där?
Sitter där.
Hur fan måste jag gå? Tror man har börjat matchen än? Men den här ska inte den sitta ända längre.
Ska jag gå med den till?
Om du vill. Så var det man gästade. Ligger du?
A good distance?
Yeah.
And how do I know how like loud it is?
Oh,
You'll tell me.
Control it, yeah.
Okay, okay.
So
Good.
he'll...
I don't have to worry about anything. I just saw it. Okay. Cool.
That's fine.
Sweet. And yeah.
I'll just ask.
Cool. Matilda, do you know? Are the games like on time?
They have like public announcements.
Yeah, you don't know. Sorry, you're like doing this by yourself. I'll try not to distract you. That was your first game, right? That was your first game. that's his actual birthday. Look on Facebook. Collecting those. Attila? Attila? Not me, sorry. Maybe ask here.
You can start whenever you want.
Great. Okay.
What's the name of the other team? That one.
Yep. Well, it looks like we've got the commentary system up and running. Welcome to Hello Stockholm 2014. First iteration of this tournament here on a Saturday, beautiful day outside, but it's just as nice inside here. We've got local team Grid here against Norway's Ultimate Rainfall, seeded number 1. And we've got the poll. For Grid. And that brings the score to 3-4 for Ultimate Rainfall. Back with Grid versus Rainfall from Norway. He centers the disc. And a dump to regain second. Like the defense has a good lock on their players, looking for the open hole. Grid putting good pressure on the offense. And a pass into the end zone, and it is intercepted by a Grid player. Some easy passes to make it up to midfield. Big throw to a score. Score at Grid. That brings the score to 4-4. Correction, 5-3 is the score. Grid leading by 2. Interesting format for this tournament here. Teams are made of 8 players only, no more, no less, with 5 players on the field at one time. The score will be played until 11 or a time cap at 25. Stall count is to 10 this tournament. Usually indoor tournaments have 8 or 7, as they're so called. But on this larger field, almost the size of a beach tournament field, utilizing the full 10 seconds makes for an interesting kind of play here. We'll see how the play develops over the day as teams get used to this format. We've got an interception. No foul call. Grid has the disc. Puts it to space. And a long hammer. And it is a score by Grid. 6-3.
Vill du ha hjälp med Tilda?
It's nice to see so many teams from other countries coming to this tournament. First iteration of this tournament, we've got teams from France, Estonia, Norway, the UK, Russia, Austria, Denmark, Latvia, and more. Centers the disc, and it's a long look. Oh, and a misread from the offense. Grid takes possession of the disc. And there's a call. It's an uncontested foul. This goes back to Rainfall. And it's a score. An easy little put into the end zone. Centers the disc with a long flick into the end zone and caught by Grid player. Score for Grid. Brings the score to 6-4 for Grid. Looks like teams are ready. A high pull.
Fan vad du lägger dem enkelt.
Inbounds caught by ultimate Rainfall player.
Han stod ju jättefel från början.
Disc is recentered. Looks like the disc was down. Change of possession to Grid. And a long flick. Score by Grid. 7-4. Grid ultimate. Grid seeming to take advantage of the longer space we have today, putting up lots of long throws. It's these indoor tournaments where the upside throws and specialty throws can really make a difference in these games. A lot of teams who are more familiar with playing with outdoors, contending with wind all the time, tend to be less confident with those trickier throws. And teams who play more indoor tournaments tend to have the advantage here.
Sim, han kommer ner.
Working it up the open side, and a hammer throw to the end zone, and it's caught by Ultimate Rainfall. 5-7. Grid leading this game by 2. About 6 minutes left in the game. Norway still has a chance to regain some ground in this match. We'll see if Grid manages to maintain their lead. Minutes left. That's the official buzzer. Grid looking for a quick score here and succeeds, bringing it to 8-5. Lots of quick points during this match. Again, Grid is taking advantage of those long throws.
Tack! Jag är fan på med den. Vilken är min vatten?
She had, yeah, see if she have it right, yeah. Grid takes possession of the disc. Recenters it.
Bort Oskar! Bort Oskar! Oskar!
And a short pass into the end zone caught by Grid player, bringing the score now to 10-5. Cap is in effect under this tournament, meaning that any team leading by 3 or more points, when the time camp goes off, the game is over. If there's less than a 3-point gap between teams, then the score will play to 1 more to the highest score. Looking like it's going to be out of bounds. Ultimate Rainfall will choose to take the brick mark. throw. And that is game. Grid 11, Norway 5.
No deep, no deep, no deep.
Swing to the open side.
Up, outside.
Oh, and a near score.
Attaque dernier. Stop dernier, top dernier.
Akya with the disc.
Allez, tic. Derrière, Hop, Jean-Jean.
For the long, puts it, and it's a score for Akya. 1-0 Akya. Anders! Anders! Hard mark defense by Akya, manages to get the break. A long throw, and a score. team Spaceballs will take the disc. Again, interesting tournament format. Oh, and the disc is D by Akya on the line here. Chance for a score. Let's see if they can grant the point. And an easy look into the end zone for Akya. By Duncan Summers. Assist from Anders Dahlberg. Interesting tournament format here today. We've got teams of exactly 8 players, no more nor less. 5 on 5 on the field. An unusually large field for indoors, almost the size of a beach ultimate field, in fact. There's a lot more space to work with, a lot more chance to run, a lot more chance to put out some long throws, which we've been seeing throughout the day so far today. Teams learning to take advantage of that space seem to have the upper hand in these games. Balls advancing the disc, swinging to the other side, and looking for a high throw. Ooh, and then just completed throw. Intercepted by Akya. Listeners to the center of the field. That's a high hit. Caught just outside the end zone. Quick score by Akya. The score is 3-1 Akya. And that's a timeout. Spaceballs calling the timeout here, giving themselves a chance to regroup, adjust to Akya's long puts into the end zone. And super exciting to see teams coming from so far for this first iteration of Hello Stockholm tournament at the National Training Center Busau. The goal line. Chance to get a quick score. It's a good decision to holster there. Swings it to the other side. Reset to the handlers. Score by Akya. Assist by Duncan Summer to unknown Akya player.
Afghan 17.
throw into the end zone, and it's caught. Score for Team Spaceballs from France. That brings the score to 4-2. We have a family score there. Assist from Adrien Lenouvet to Thibault Lenouvet. Yes, twin brothers on this team working together. An errant pass or miscommunication. Pass into the end zone, uncaught, a little low. Baseball's playing a quick game here. They've got lots of speed on their team. Taking advantage of their quick turnovers. They're playing a more contemplative last game. Easy passes, bringing us to the goal line here. Excuse me, that was the assist, Henrik Torstensson. To Chase Heinonen was the scorer at that point. Games are 25 minutes in this tournament. Haga cap applies. That means if the leading team is leading by 3 or more points, the game is over after the time cap. If the gap is less than 5, the highest leading score will add 1 point to that score, and that will be the new score that team plays. Ooh, a turnover. Miscommunication between handler and receiver gives Akka the chance to score. Ooh, a hammer, and it is good. Score by Akka. Spaceballs. Spaceballs will take a brick mark, which means he'll walk it up to a space indicated on the field about 3 meters in front of the end zone, where he will start play when the disc is down. Ake with another chance at an easy score. In their pool, Team Spaceballs is ranked second and Akya third. Centered into the center of the field. Team Spaceballs is going to have to open up their deep game if they have a chance of regaining some score here. A little too far away. We've got a timeout by Aka. Again, only having 8 players at a tournament is both advantageous in that teams can play very tight, well-oiled machines, but yet you've only got 3 subs to work with. Teams can be pretty tired by the end of the day. And it's a turnover. Team Spaceballs has time to set up their defense. And there's a long look into the end zone. And it's caught just before the end zone and is checked in. It is inbounds. And a score by Akya.
That's Duncan Summer to
5 minutes left in play. Score is 9-2, Akya. Forehand pull. Again, Team Spaceballs has yet to really open up their deep game here on this match. They've been conservative, working between their handlers. And some safe undercuts from their off-unders, from their cutters. That was a nice gain of meters. What a defense by Akka. And the disc is turned over. Chance for a score here. And an easy score for Spaceballs. Score is 9-3. Nearing the end of the game here. Akka leading 9-3. Spaceballs pulls. And is quick to get their defense down. An errant pass gives them an opportunity for a turnover and reset by the handlers. Playing it safe. Into the end zone. Difficult catch straight over the head of its receiver. By Akka. 10-3, Akka. Again, Paga cap applies. Akka is leading by more than 3. When the cap goes off, it will be game. 1 minute left in play. After pool play, in the event that teams are tied, they will be looking at past games and past scores to help determine who will advance further in the tournament. So these points matter. Team Spaceballs using their speed. Is the time. That means this is the last point of the game. There's a discussion on the field. And the disc goes back to the thrower. work the disc up the field. Oh, and the last score is took by Spaceballs. A final score of 10-14. Yeah.
Martaj?
Feel that I don't have an energy when I'm playing. I usually get a cold like within 2 days or something. So.
And welcome back to day one of Hello Stockholm, first iteration of this tournament. We're watching the second round of women pool play. Sexy Legs from Estonia versus local team Swedish Fish from Stockholm. The score is 2-1 Estonia. Commentating here we have Ashley Renon and Martin Lau Carlson. It's a Swedish Fish possession with a long throw that won't make it back inbounds. Turnover, Estonia's possession.
So a question, if the disc go outbounds over there, where do they start? Where do they
If the disc never returns into the inbounds of the playing field, then the disc will start where the disc originally left the playing field. So in this case, the disc would have gone back to where the player threw it out of bounds at the goal line almost.
And now they're discussing where to go.
Seems like they've established their position just outside the goal line.
Oh.
Ooh, and a miscommunication.
Too many people. Confusion.
Swedish Fish trying to take advantage of the quick turnover. Oh, and it's defended by Sexy Legs player. And another turnover. Back to the Swedish Fish. Oh, an unfortunate drop in the end zone for Swedish Fish. Still early in the day at this tournament. Again, second round here of pole play. The team's still working out the kinks. Getting used to the format. We have a timeout from Sexy Legs.
That might be smart. If you had a lot of turnovers, maybe you want to cool down your offense and
Certainly in this point
go
where
back
we've
to
had
basics.
at least 3 turnovers so far.
I got it.
Get your heads back in the game.
50 seconds.
Do we know anything about the Sexy Leg Estonian team? Except that they're from Estonia.
Yeah. I know that these teams have played each other a great deal in the past. Swedish Fish, a fairly new women's team. Actually sort of a retroactive team here. Recently we've had some changes in the women's ultimate in Stockholm, and former juniors team combined with the Swedish Fish recently to make Valkyrie, the new women's team of Stockholm. So this is actually sort of a B team of that team for this tournament, although we have some players who have played with the Swedish Fish before. So essentially I know a little bit more about the Swedish Fish than I do about the Estonian team. Other than it seems like they have some of their core players with them this weekend, although not all of them, but at least 3 of their solid handler players I can see.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I recognize a few of them. So now they had a timeout for 1 minute or 2 minutes.
I believe the timeouts are 2 minutes long.
Okay.
And for those of you watching for this tournament, whiff-diff outdoor rules apply, except for a few special rules at this tournament. Games to 11. The time cap goes on at 25 minutes. And a turnover in the
A lot
end
of
zone.
screaming and noise here.
There's only one timeout per team per game.
Yes!
Oh, and a nice
That was the hand block, and then the Stockholm Syndrome player, number 2. Her name is
Maria.
Filimonenko.
Exactly.
She
And
actually got
another
it back.
turnover.
Fast reaction.
On a look into the end zone, a nice foot play. Estonian player and a score for
This time they
Estonia.
can close it in. So then the score is 3-1 to Sexy Legs from Estonia.
Unlike other indoor tournaments, in this tournament, if the team drops the pole, it is a turnover. Again, a little bit more outdoor rules than most indoor tournaments incorporate. And again, the stall count is till 10. Again, unusual for an indoor tournament.
Do you know if you're allowed to drop the pole when you play indoor games in other countries outside Sweden?
I believe within Europe, that's a general rule.
Okay.
From as memory serves, I don't think we do that in the States. Or maybe it's a bit more particular.
Do you have specific indoor rules?
There are,
like official rules?
No, I don't believe that the USA Ultimate produces specific indoor rules. I really don't know, but I would almost imagine that it's a little bit more individual per tournament.
I know this is a discussion right now in the VFDF. We were asked to have also a Swedish representative in this working group for making the VFDF official indoor rules.
Well, the popularity of indoor ultimate, especially here in Scandinavia, it seems like that would be a really great tool to have.
Yep.
Although
We don't have any choice, you know.
although it's fun with variation, but I think as far as keeping the play flowing, it's good if everybody's on the same page for these indoor tournaments. I think that would be a good development.
So some other back and forth.
Looking at a Swedish fish possession, starting from their defending goal line. Disc is live.
Miscommunication.
A quick turnover here. See if Estonia capitalizes on the Swedish Fish's error. And it's into the end zone. And is defended by a Swedish Fish player. It does seem to be that the teams that dare to open up their long game, especially on these longer fields, have a big advantage. It doesn't seem like either team has really dared to open up the field. A couple long passes. We'll see if they...
We also need someone to be open, running for it.
And an interception, and a quick look into the end zone, and a score by Sexy Legs, bringing us to 4-1 for Estonia.
And what's the time cap?
Time cap is 25, and Paga cap does apply, which means if the leading team is leading by 3 or more points, the game will end at 25 minutes, or when that current point is ended.
And the score is even, time is out.
If it's even or if the gap is less than 3,
Yep.
then we'll add 1 to the highest score, and that will be the new ending
Okay.
point.
So add 1.
Add 1 after 25 minutes. There's a little bit of concern in this tournament format that there would be some games that went over time, but I don't think it's been a problem so far, so we'll see as the game progresses.
Yep. So we have 2 divisions, open and women's.
Yep.
And how many teams do we have in the 2 divisions?
I know overall we have an impressive 40 teams with us here this weekend. Again, very impressive for a first iteration of this tournament here in Stockholm. Looks like we've got 24 teams in the open division and 16 in the women. We've got 4 pools of 3 for the women. 4 pools of 4 in the women's division. And let's see if we can get those men's pools for you.
And that means 4 top quarters.
8 pools of 3 for the men.
Yeah.
Martin, do you know something about this knockout rounds that are going to happen today and how that works?
In the open division?
Yeah. See, after the rounds of pool play, we have...
All the open teams are playing, they have pools of 3 teams. And the winner goes...
Score by a Swedish fish player.
The second team in every pool will play the third team in another pool in a crossover, and then they will meet. They'll play a number 1 from another pool in the quarter.
Okay. Swedish fish with their second goal of the game against Sexy Legs from Estonia with 4. I do know that both of these teams have been very well known for their participation at the parties at these tournaments, so we'll be expecting a good performance from them tonight. Very lively teams, good spirited teams, both of these teams. Lots of fun to watch and hang out with.
So that's where the name comes from.
One can wonder. Sexy Legs Outdoors is a mixed team from Estonia, so this is their female components of that team. Ooh,
A lot of people
difficult look into the end zone and a little collision there. Swedish fish will take the disc at the goal line.
Always exciting when you see a lot of people running towards the same space.
Yeah, not hard to tell what's going to happen. It was a nice look, but the defense had a good read, was able to intercept. Oh, and a hand block from the Swedish fish player. Very nice turnover there. See if they can capitalize. And it is intercepted again. Both teams need to rethink the throws, maybe holster a bit. And that is the 5-minute warning. Score by Sexy Legs. 5-2, Sexy Legs. Unless Stockholm manages to regain some points here, Haga Cap will be in effect at the end of 25 minutes.
Yeah, they need to step up. Come on, Stockholm.
Being an ex-Swedish fish player myself, I can't say that I'm impartial. But it's exciting to see that at least Stockholm has 2 teams represented here today. It feels good.
Yep. Have you been to this national sport complex Bosön before in Stockholm?
Yeah, I personally am here just about every week, or I was. I
Wow,
teach
lucky you.
adaptive yoga class for people with spinal cord injuries here at
That's what
at
I'm
these
saying. They have
facilities.
everything here.
They do. It's a great facility. It's open to everyone, and they do research here. Oh, a turnover by Sexy Legs. And a long look into the end zone. Let's see if they can pull it down. And a score.
So then the score is 6-2, and it's going to be hard for Swedish Fish to get back within the time cap.
Yes, it is. Although one can always think that later on in the tournament, if teams happen to be tied as they're figuring out the re-rankings, they will look back at scores.
Exactly. You might
So
need these scores.
they might
Yeah.
need these scores, so it's never too late to gain some ground.
Exactly.
Nicely placed pull by Sexy Legs.
Scuba.
Field Scuba. Another fun element of the indoor game, especially here in Scandinavia where indoors is played so much, is you see these throws that are very rarely thrown outside. The scoobers and the hammers and the blades, and that they work inside. And in fact, I think you really see when it comes outdoors that the teams that play inside, they dare to throw those throws outside, and I think it makes a big advantage. So I think Sweden in particular, playing in the open division and the women's division, take advantage of that being comfortable throwing those throws, whereas many European teams don't have that same comfort.
Yep.
And I
think you're right.
especially when these new 4-man cups of zones are coming out, they have a huge advantage. Teams that can actually throw outside.
Yep.
Because these 4-man cups, they're designed really to shut down standard throws.
All the flat throws, yeah.
Yeah, and they're
Actually,
played.
Stockholm got their next point here, so we're the score now is 6-3.
Both teams looking a little tired.
Yeah. You're allowed to have 8 players in total.
Exactly. No more, no less. Well, I guess you can't help if you have less.
Yeah, that's
Injuries do
what
happen.
I was wondering. I'm not sure they actually have 8 players. Yeah, they have. Yeah, they're 8.
De gillade att bli forcade backen utifrån liksom där över på felsidan hela tiden. Eller forehand såklart.
This could be the last point of this game.
Unless Stockholm scores.
Unless Stockholm makes a quick score.
Game is still on.
Go D! Open! Bra!
And there's a forehand huck. Almost all field. And an easy score, back and inside.
And the time is over, and because it is between points, there will be one more point played. But this will be the last point of this
Since
game.
the time cap was in the middle of the,
Yes, exactly.
the point they just played.
Exactly. Then we'll play one more point, even though pocket cap does apply.
Yeah.
Last point, girls! This kid!
Nice swing across the field, looking up. Nice movement from the Swedish Fish. And a score to end the game.
Cool.
Sexy Legs with 7, Stockholm 4.
ställa stativet tänkte jag. 1-2, 1-2. Ja. Att man ställer...
Ja, det är 3-2 till domarna. Bla bla bla. Hej, 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 hej. Vänta, vi ska testa om vi då tar den. Då ska vi se. Vilt in, det är den där. Fast det funkade ju bra med den där och ha bara den myggan. Grejen är att jag hör mig själv, det går liksom runt så det är svårt att...
Ja, jag kan prata. Eftersom jag ska då kommentera den här matchen så kommer den vara en bit ifrån, men man kan ju ställa den ganska bra. Och vi ser det här Frisbee. Ja, den är nog mer runt om.
So we're back.
Yeah.
My name is Martin Karlsson and I'm here with
Lars Osterberg.
and we're commenting second pool game in pool G. That's KFUM Örebro, Swedish team playing Lucky Grass from
Russia, I think.
Moscow. Yeah. And the Russians.
Looks like they sent it a little bit long. Gonna see how this Örebro team does on their D-line offense here.
And the Russians actually have a girl on their team,
Yeah.
even though this is the open division.
Yeah. Örebro goes straight for her, but have a little bit trouble with the dump and a quick turn.
That was actually a clean block.
Yeah.
No call.
Up. Ooh. Just misses the D on that one. And
We got 1-0 for
lucky grass.
the Russians. The Swedish team, KFUM Örebro, played fine wine in the first pool game, and they won that game by 11-2.
But it looks like this lucky grass matchup might be a little bit closer.
Much closer, yes.
It's a tough second game.
Yep. And I'm trying to see.
I know that in the regional outdoor tournament, Örebro actually beat Lucky Grass in, I think it was the quarters or so, in Helsinki.
Oh, you're talking about the...
Yeah, the regionals qualifying for Worlds, the Club Worlds that are this summer in Italy.
Oh, miscommunication.
Yeah.
Easy D by the Russians.
Örebro looks a little bit stiff coming out of the gates here. Look a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
But see if they can get back into the form that we know that they've had before.
I think both teams have a mix of very good top players and some younger, less experienced, still talented players.
Ooh. Tough break there as Örebro gets the disc back. Some good motion downfield, but... And they send a bomb down for Johan Byren, who gets it just inside the end zone. It's a great throw. Benjamin, who threw that pass, has actually been out for a little while with an injury. He's just coming back. It's great to see him back out there running around. He wasn't able to play with them last summer in the regional qualifier where they came in second, qualify for Club Worlds.
And number 6, Benjamin Peltokangas, he's a left-handed handler. And he's also been playing for the Swedish Open national team.
Yeah, played with them at Worlds in Japan, 2012, and actually played incredibly well that tournament.
Yeah, he's a really good player. That was close.
Yeah. Looking for the long ball. It's been a lot of close.
Looked like a drop to me. Let's see if he...
Looks like there's
uncontested.
no call. Looks like it either sort of drop or D. So. Oh.
I think the Russian called it and the Swede didn't realize.
Oh, it was a foul. Foul, no
score.
contest, which means it's a goal. It's good sportsmanship on both sides, though. What does that bring us to? That brings us to 2-1 Lucky Grass, I think.
Yep. And this
So-
is to register the last one.
Yeah. On point here, but
Örebro, the Swedish team seems unhappy with their offense, trying to adjust. We'll see what they could do now after this little talk.
yeah, it's interesting. Lucky Grass seems to be going with the. They have their D line with all guys, and then they're using their female player on O to try and use their physicality a little bit there. Seems to be working relatively well right now. The Örebro offense is having some trouble.
I think when you're talking that direction,
Oh yeah, sorry.
people can't hear you.
Yeah. Ooh, a nice pass. Just right. So that's Benjamin's been able to really cue his throws, even though he's been gone for a little while. It's always been a really strong suit of his. Great thrower.
So 2-2 so far in this game. The second pool game for KFUM Örebro and Lucky Grass in Pool G. And I think the The Russians, they don't. You can only have 8 players on your team, and you're playing 5 on 5. And I think the Lucky Grass team I think they only have 6 or 7 players.
Yeah, they're playing a pretty tight rotation.
Yep.
So far, it's been working for them. We'll see if they can keep things rolling here. I think Örebro definitely wants to get a big stop here, try and get control of this match as the top seed in their pool. We're walking the disc out to the brick mark here, and we see a little handler poach, but quick motion, it's not a problem for Lucky Grass. Moving the disc quickly, find the break side. Pretty tight defense. It's making it tough for Lucky Grass, but they get a nice little handler movement and a break around. They haven't really been able to get much downfield, but sort of working a lot of unders, just chipping away at this Örebro defense. Oh, and just tried to put it in too tight of a hole. See if Örebro can capitalize and work this disc in. They've got a pretty big poach on the... Yeah, the Lucky Grass defense is playing a little bit zony, trying to protect that deep from the female defender.
I
Doing a
wasn't sure
pretty
if
good
that was
job
a
so
mistake
far.
or not, but no,
Oh,
you're right.
and a miscommunication means they...
He was wide open, but
Yeah.
running the other direction. So Lucky Grass.
Lucky Grass
offense
gets
again.
another chance on O. See if they can punch this one in. They've been able to get break throws pretty much at will. And they float one out to space. Ooh, still up. And a good D closes that one out. See if Örebro can calm things down and work this one in. They have to go full field.
Yep. Number 3, Johan Berén, Swedish player. He's a really good defender. And you could see how he was reading the play of the Russians there.
Was able to help out and
Yeah.
both the D and make sure that they didn't get a second chance at it.
Yeah.
Oh, and a long bomb works out for Örebro. So they get the break and go up 3-2 on Lucky Grass in this second game.
This is going to be a tight game.
I think the big question here will be how Lucky Grass, with so few players, can work with this tight rotation. I think Örebro has been training hard this season and definitely shows that they have some legs.
Yep.
All right, so we'll have another O point for Lucky Grass. They've decided to switch out their player, so see how they do. Good pull, floats down in the end zone, and it looks like Lucky Grass has a set play. They put it deep. It's going to be a tight one. Ooh. Good body, but just missed the catch on that one. Good offensive play, though. Keeping that space.
Absolutely.
Just
They
couldn't.
both did everything that they actually could do, except for that last non-catch.
Let's see if this one stays inbounds. Ooh, just a little bit too long, it looks like. Both teams looking to push it with the deep shots this game.
I think that's why you need some angle on your throws. If you throw them too flat, they'll never come down.
Yeah, we've actually seen that's a lot of teams have been putting things deep here indoors. It's a relatively big area, but the disc still flies really well. So
There's not a...
just outside the end zone. and miscommunication from Örebro means nobody picks up the trailer, and they
Easy score for Lucky Grass. Coming up 3-3.
3-3. Örebro still up a break, receiving now. Both teams working really hard. Can see even with some extra players, Örebro is definitely having to use their athleticism a lot to sort of fight through these points. With these deep shots, it's a lot of hard cuts. Not an easy second game for either team.
It might be that one of these teams should be higher ranked, and that.
Yeah, I think it's a tough draw for both.
Yep.
Lucky Grass, gets to have a tough number one in their pool, and Örebro is also having a tough second opponent here.
Yep.
We see that as they go for the hammer across field and just is a little bit too far. So maybe Lucky Grass can answer here, see if they can get that break back, even things up.
I'm actually surprised the hammer wasn't more precise. These guys they play a lot of indoor ultimate, and they're used to upside hammers and knives and skewers. And I think the format and also with the field slightly bigger than the indoor field, and also playing on the turf, artificial grass.
Yeah, and it looks like we have either a pick or an injury or just something. There's a stoppage in the play. Looks like he's okay. We'll continue playing. So they just will come in. Looks like pretty much immediately on stall one. And Lucky Grass pushes it immediately up line. Looking deep, but can't really find anything. Some really tight defense, generally downfield from Örebro, as the slip there causes a break throw to go off. They find another little dump. And get a little bit of space under. Örebro is really working to make sure that they don't get anything deep.
Yep. Looking for a hammer.
And just find that space with the precise indoor throws. It's a tough one to defend against if you're trying to cushion the under. So Lucky Grass gets the break back. And
that's nice. The Russians show the Swedes how to do the Swedish play.
And
that means
we're back on track here, score-wise. 4-3, Lucky Grass.
So that's Copenhagen Örebro, Lucky Grass 3-4.
And that means that Lucky Grass has another D point, which they'll choose to go with their same D line of all the guys.
And the time cap is only 25 minutes, which means you cannot wait. You have to
pull immediately. And a good pull that keeps Örebro in their end zone. They still haven't worked it out of there. And a little bit of handler poaching is making sure that they don't have a lot of space to work with for their downfield cutters. Smart defensive play by the Russians means that they're playing a little bit of a zone where they have some people under and then somebody sagging deep to protect against.
It's actually pretty efficient.
Yeah, but Örebro is slowly working their way through it and using some upside downs and things, but get a little bit impatient there, and just slight error on the throw means that Lucky Grass gets another chance.
Exactly what I wanted, Lucky Grass indeed.
Yeah. Make Örebro work it and see if you get a mistake like that. And Lucky Grass calls a timeout.
Swedish team got one timeout.
Yeah, with the short games, it's only one timeout, but it's worth it for this team that only has maybe 6 players to get that one breather, see if they can get this break and push their lead to 5-3. Would be a really great upset for Lucky Grass to be able to try and use this short time and
this is
close things
it's a
out.
great opportunity.
I think Örebro is really going to up the defensive intensity. They wanted to make some impressions, and right now they're just needing to get a little bit more in sync. But Lucky Grass is playing this exactly how they should, using a little bit of a zone to just force the Swedes to play the way that they want them to.
Yeah, and if Lucky Grass scores this one, Örebro will have all the pressure on them.
Yeah. So just 1 minute for the timeout, so back in and see if Örebro can get this one back and try and even things up. Looks like Örebro will be forcing backhand toward the sideline here, and we'll see if Lucky Grass comes with a standard play that they designed in the timeout. It's like they dump it immediately, find a break to the opposite side, and look deep to a covered player, but just able to read it a little bit better there, and catches it in the corner for a 5-3 break. And now Örebro really has the pressure on their O-line to try and get this one in and see if they can, in this short match format, mount a little bit of a comeback. It's amazing how just a few points can make the difference with these quick games.
And that hack was actually pretty good because the defender got the disc just above his head and impossible to read the disc. So even though he was close, he didn't know where to go.
Yeah, in position and just sort of smart body position by the offense and able to read the disc just made it impossible for the defender to make a play. Tight defense here by Lucky Grass. You see they're doing some switching so that they save their legs, and Örebro is being patient though, working it up and using what the Russians are giving them. Lucky Grass is really being smart, poaching off the sort of weak side handlers, and a block there.
Hand block. Number 42 in Lucky Grass.
Yeah. See if Lucky Grass has the legs to finish off this point. See if they can really make Örebro play. They look a little bit tired, but we'll see if they can. They don't have so much. They don't have a lot of distance left to the goal. They go for a jump ball that they're able to get, playing to a tight matchup there. And number 7 gets another sort of break goal for a 5-3 lead, Lucky Grass.
It's actually 6.
Oh, sorry, 6-3. 6-3 goal. So see if Örebro can claw themselves back into this game. This has been a tough turn of events for the top seed in the pool, in Pool G. And here comes the pull. Really high pull indoors, but it's a little bit short, and Örebro picks up quickly.
And there's only 5 minutes left, which means that Örebro has to score to keep this game.
Yeah. Lucky Grass is playing a smart zone, but the Swedes are being patient and working hard through it. and that'll be a nice break throw for the goal as Örebro tries to pump themselves up with a little bit of a cheer to close out that point. 6-4, lucky grass. See if I think this point is basically going to be whether or not Örebro has a chance. With only a couple minutes left, it's make or break right now.
So lining up again. No rush for lucky grass.
Yeah. And it looks like the pole is out of bounds. So lucky grass will start with the brick mark. And we'll see if Örebro can get this very important D point. Another break throw. We've been seeing lots of breaks from Lucky Grass. Ooh, just a little bit too tight on that one.
There's a call on the throw.
Oh, there's a call on the throw, which means that we may be sending it back.
But that could have been the score.
Yeah.
Anyways, though.
Looks like a foul on the throw. It's coming in on 0. No contest. Good spirit from both teams. And high stall count, it looks like, but they're able to get a dump around. And able to get off a quick upfield throw. Ooh, and a nice break that will give Lucky Grass the goal. And at 7-4, that's going to be tough for Örebro to get some quick scores.
There's like 1 minute, 30 seconds left.
Yeah, looks like we'll probably only have 1 point, so Lucky Grass has to feel pretty good about the work that they've done so far and just finish out this game strong.
But that means if Örebro scores now, we'll have a 5-7 situation, and the Praga Cup rule will not apply, and they will need to add 1 point to Lucky Grass, which means the game will be played to 8.
Yeah.
So, and if Lucky Grass scores, break this one and then score, the game is over.
Yeah.
Most likely.
So only about a minute left to cap. And, a close throw there, but they're able to get off some breakthroughs, and most of the Örebro offense seems to be running through Benjamin Peltikangas. So the main handler. Oh, and a smart D there from Lucky Grass.
Number 88.
Gives them a quick turn, and if they score this one, that's it for the game. As, we're over the time, and they'll be up by 3 points. And looks like it might be a tough one. They put up another break side throw, and it's just too far for number 7. So Örebro gets another chance to try to take this into the overtime.
But I'm sure this is the last chance.
So the disc is tapped in, and here we go. Quick throw to Benjamin. Tight space here that they're working with, but they're getting the throws off. Really tough defense from Lucky Grass. They're really able to make Örebro work hard for each and every throw. Protecting downfield, nobody's able to go deep, and Örebro has had to throw lots and lots of dumps.
Another miscommunication, and we have Lucky Grass in possession again.
Yeah.
And Lars, they're telling us we need to warm up. We're
Yeah.
gonna play the next game, not together, but in different teams.
So we're going to sign off and switch over to
Nadia.
some other announcers. We're going to see if we can get Nadia to take over.
Actually, the Lucky Grass just scored.
Oh, Lucky Grass just scored, and
So that means
at
the game is
8-5,
over.
that will be it, since we're over the time cap.
Yeah.
So with the surprise upset, Lucky Grass takes their pool, assuming they can hold on in the last game.
Nice talking to you, Lars. See
Yep.
you later. Another game.
Yep. Thanks.
Hello?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to say hello to you. We just started the game on field number 1 in between Jupiter, St. Petersburg and Tallinn Thunder from Estonia. And looks like it's a score, the first score. And I'm jungling a little bit here, so I will have to take care of the score keeping and things like that. So before my staff is here, excuse me for being silent. Jupiter as an offense, and I don't know how much do you know about the team, but guys are coming from St. Petersburg, Russia. Quite experienced team, I should say, and they are winners of Russian nationals for 8 years, not in a row, but nevertheless. And they have a solid line, and we are very happy to welcome them at Hello Stockholm. Unfortunate drop, and then Tallinn Thunder initiates the offense. Maybe I can present the players a little bit. Christian with the disc number 34, and it's a score. So 2-0 to Tallinn Thunder, and probably Jupiter needs to change something in the offensive strategy and adjust to the tempo and to intensity. We are here in Stockholm, Sweden. The weather is really sweet. It's very nice sunny day outside. The mood is extremely good. A lot of ultimate players, a lot of competition. So Nikolai, the captain of Jupiter, is taking the disc, sending it in the middle to Dmitry Podolsky, who is finding his teammate on the other side of the field. So they're moving it fast. Looks like it's working much better right now. And here's the blade coming exactly in the hands of the number. Fortunately, you can see the number of the player. But it looks like Jupiter is finding their game, so 2-1 to Tallinn Thunder. So let me tell you more about the venue. The Bussen Arena is the place where Swedish national soccer team is practicing in between the season. So during the winter time, the artificial grass is very soft and of very high quality. So it's really a pleasure to run on it and even lay out. And it's a brilliant D from Kolya. So he's moving it fast. Dmitry is running, helping to reset the stall count. They're moving it across the field. Move forward. Shot dump. No cuts. It's very, very difficult to make decisions. Almost an interception. And here we go. Nice. It was a hammer. Almost from the middle of the field. And it's even, 2-2. It's interesting to say that the Tallinn Thunder was one of the first teams who signed up for the tournament, and guys paid all their team fees, player packs, almost the first. And Jupiter was actually the team who jumped into the living train, and it was really great that they managed to bring 8 players, and now showing that Ultimate is played in Russia on a high level too. So it's difficult for Tallinn Thunder to get out of the end zone. Handlers have to work. Looks like it's a zone defense performed by Jupiter with 2 chasers. It's looking really good. It's looking really good. They're putting good pressure on Tallinn Thunder. They don't really have that much options. No, they want the cutter to come back because he's occupying the end zone and it's very risky to put that pass. So Tallinn Thunder is still looking for opportunities. Looks like a small hole in the zone, but still looking good, looking very good. Dmitry in the middle is blocking the space, taking away the space. Is reading the game very well, adjusting and doesn't allow these options to Tallinn Thunder. Still, it's not possible to send it deep. It's very risky. Tallinn Thunder is stressing out. And now they found the way. They're already almost at the end zone of Jupiter, and unfortunate drop from the Tallinn Thunder player number 69, whose name is Lauri. No, there won't be a long pass, and miscommunication, unfortunate miscommunication in between Jupiter players. This goes back to Tallinn Thunder. Almost interception, and here we go. Nay. Yeah, looks like it's a lone score. Again, unforced mistake from Tallinn Thunder side. This comes back to Jupiter. Nikolai is taking the disc and he sends it deep to Dmitry Podolsky. Pretty easy score by Nikolai Nikolaev to Dmitry Podolsky. It's 3-3. Sorry, it's 2-3 to Jupiter. So it's Tallinn Thunder on the offense. And let's see how will they work it out this time. Second pass, sends deep. Let's see. Is he getting it? Yes, he got it. Number 69, whose name is Lauritz. Had a pretty solid advantage in the air.
Markuse number on, Martin number. Number 6. 6 to 69.
So it's 3-3 now. And let's see what Jupiter has to answer. Nice break. Nikolai doesn't have a defender. Jupiter managed to move it. And it's a brilliant layout D performed by Christian. And right away hack, which is a bit too long, a bit too strong. This goes back to Jupiter, who got a second chance to put their offensive point in. As they're taking the space. And here comes another hack, and number 29 gets it, whose name is Konstantin, and it was assisted by Dmitry Podolsky. It's a bit unfortunate that none of the Russian women's team managed to get to Stockholm this sprint, even though we and me put a lot of effort into making it happen. But I do hope that Russian ladies will make it next year. Nevertheless, we have two teams representing Russia here in open division. One of them, Jupiter, who is now on defense. And let's see, Nikolai on the defense. No, number one from Tallinn Thunder, whose name is Rain, taking the disc, having a pretty solid advantage in the air. Seems like the guys having the same height, but better reading from Ryan's side. And it's even again 4-4, and Jupiter is on offensive point. We're having a great crew of operators and cameramen and even women working today and shooting these ultimate battles for you, dear spectators. And I do hope that you enjoy the picture and you are staying with us, and even though you can't be with us today. And it's a long pass, and who gets it? Yes, it was a really well-timed. Dmitry Podolsky to number 8, Jupiter to Miron Kostenko. And 5-4. And I think Tallinn Thunder has something to answer now. It seems to be a timeout taken by Jupiter. Guys discuss something very fast. Maybe that was not a timeout. Nevertheless, Nikolai is ready to pull the disc. And here comes offensive point from Thunder. Long throw. Lucky. What a lucky. Jupiter player number 75 looks like he's not that lucky in the sense that he injured his ankle or his knee. Number 75, Alexander Gorokhov, limping on his right leg. That's unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate. I'm not sure, but looks like he injured himself in the previous game. As you can see, his knee is taped. And as we know, it's only 8 players allowed for the team during the tournament. And it's very crucial that everyone is healthy and not injured. And now Jupiter has to continue their fight being 7. Nikolai is finding Dmitry. Looks like that their communication is really, really solid. And they have perfect understanding. Two players, one Dmitry. No, unfortunately, Tallinn Thunder player has a solid advantage above Dmitry, looking at the height difference, and he takes the disc from Dmitry. Jupiter is set in the zone. They are taking the space from Tallinn Thunder. And the hammer. Christian with the disc. Christian finds Ryan, number 1, trying to go for fast give and go, doesn't work. He finds player 74, Avo Konst. and they managed to cover half of the field. Number 1 with the disc, fast hammer, and it's a score. So Tallinn Thunder takes there, number 69, Laurie scores and punishes Jupiter for the mistake. It's 5-5, it's very even, it's very interesting game to watch. Both teams can win and deserve to win. So whoever is more strategical, whoever is more patient, gonna get this game. Going to the brick. It's gonna be, no, it's not convenient to send it deep. Moving it with his reset handler. Finds Dmitry. Dmitry tries to continue, and here comes the long throw. Really perfectly timed again. Dmitry Podolsky to number 8 from Jupiter, Miron Kostenko. We already saw exactly the same score from this. Let me call those guys couple, even though they are not. Nevertheless, looks like these guys have it in their pockets. 6-5, and Tallinn Thunder is on offense. Nikolai sending the pull. Number 74, Tallinn Thunder is taking it. Our Konst sending it to Christian. Finding number 1, Ryan. Finding number 69, Laurie. And it's a very fast score. No, everything was an open side, so looks like that the Jupiter got a bit tired and we're not ready. So timeout taken by Tallinn Thunder. It's really important right now for guys to find the right strategy if they want to get this game. Not that much time left, basically several minutes. And the score, as you can see, dear spectators, 6-6. It's even. Behind me, one of the teams from Vikafors are playing against the Sigtuna club, and obviously advantage is on Vikafors side. Experienced guys, almost all of them are members of Swedish national team, and they have perfect communication. They're tall, they're physical. Nevertheless, Sigtuna is trying to work with their hard, developing their young players. Can't call it Swedish derby. It's more like experienced, solid team. Not against beginners, but team of different level. For the meantime, Tallinn Thunder is on defense against Jupiter. It's even 6-6, not that much time left. So let's see, whoever is more patient, who is more strategical, gonna get this game. Number 10, Nikolai picks up disc. Goes to the brick point. and Lauri from Tallinn Thunder is gonna play defense on him. The straight force, brilliant break. Dmitry Podolsky with the disc, centers back to Nikolai. Nikolai moves it with his reset handler. Not that many options, sends it back to Nikolai. Kolya finds number 8, Miron. Jupiter is patient, they don't want to rush it, and it's understandable. Discs on the sideline, they need to center it and restart from there. Nikolai is with the disc, centers it even more. Nice find in the open space to number 29, Konstantin. Back in the middle of the field, Nikolai is with the disc. There's no time for mistake. Dmitry Podolsky takes the disc. It's a brilliant catch. So Nikolai to Dmitry, and it's 7-6. Both teams are working really hard. I can even hear their deep breath, and it's not that easy as it might seem on the screen. 64 meters long field. To get into it after indoor season, it's pretty challenging, I should say. You get used to small indoor space and the surface of the hole, and grass is a completely different surface, and obviously it looks like both teams have good runners. They still keep it up. They're not decreasing their speeds, they're working it hard. Nikolai sending the pool. Number 74, Avo from Tallinn Thunder picks up the disc. Christian finds number 1 in the middle of the field. Disc sends back. No really deep options. So Christian is searching for the deep option, but it's not there. He has to work with his reset handler. Still Tallinn Thunder can't find a good option to send the deep. They also value the disc. They don't want to make an unforced mistake. They want to put the offensive point. They take it slowly, they move it, and they move it safe. It's a straight force. And it's a hammer. Who gets it? Nikolai? No, unfortunately he jumped a little bit. Unfortunately. Sorry, dear spectators, you probably feel that I'm supporting Russian team. I have a lot of friends playing in the team. Fortunately for Tallinn Thunder, unfortunately for you Peter, number 1, Ryan Taliso from Tallinn Thunder scores the 7th point. It's 7-7, and you Peter is taking timeout. Guys are breathing really hard here. Extremely tired. No one wants to give up. There is no timeout. There is no timeout. They have to continue. Oh? Jupiter is going to try to put their offensive point. Tallinn Thunder on defense. Both teams are set, focused, and ready to work it hard. Christian is pulling the disc, which lands in the hands of the handler. And it's a hack sent by Nikolai. He's gonna take it. Yes, number 29, Konstantin Basos, is taking this deep throw sent by Nikolai Nikolaev. Score becomes 8-7. And I'm excited how this game's gonna over.
When is my next game?
Time is over.
Time is over.
Time is over, so the teams are finishing this point. And then we add 1 point to the score. And we found on offense. Jupiter is playing man-man. It's not his own defense. It's man-man. And it's a hammer. And number 1 from Tallinn Thunder gets the disc. Rain Taliso was pretty resultive lone player in this game. Game is still 9. Game is still 9 points. And Jupiter is on offense. This is extremely important right now to be even more patient. I will repeat myself. I'm using this word again and again and again. But that's what decides in this game. Both teams are ready. Christian pulls the disc. Nikolai is receiving it. Working with his reset handler. 2 cutters are going in the same space, a bit miscoordination. Nice cut from Dmitry Podolsky. Really good timing and interception in the middle by Tallinn Thunder. Jupiter is working hard. They have to get back this disc if they want to take the game. You can feel, you can sense how guys are inspired right now. Bringing their 200%, no mistakes. No mistakes, no breaks. And it's a blade in the corner. And it's amazing, it's just a luck. I mean, what a lucky team. Tallinn Thunder just got the last point in this game, the 9th point, by this fortunate catch. I didn't see the player who made it. Obviously, guys are very happy and satisfied with the result. I hope you enjoyed watching this game with me, and I will improve my commentator skills. Talk to you later. Thank you for being with us.
Frisbee Club. And Riga has the disc to begin with. Working quickly up the field. Oh, and an attempt at a longer pass. Miscommunication. The receiver was unable to make the catch. And Copenhagen will take their first possession of the game, walking the disc up to the front of the end zone. And she puts it long. Oh, and it's defended by a Riga player. Good read on that. This is the last round of pool play for these teams. Riga works it amongst the handlers. Oh, and an unfortunate drop by Riga. She was able to touch the disc, but wasn't able to recatch it because it would have been out of bounds. And Copenhagen puts it long, a very nice put into the end zone, but unfortunately the Riga player had better position on that and was able to defend it. Lots of turnovers this first point. Anybody just tuning in? Again, this is Hello Stockholm at the Swedish National Training Center, Elm. First time for this tournament. And it's a long put by Riga, looking good. And it's the first score of the game taken by Riga. Games this weekend will be played to 11 points or a 25-minute time cap. Haga cap does apply. That means if a team is up by 3 or more points, the game will end after 25 minutes if the score of 11 has not been reached. Otherwise, at 25 minutes, at the end of that point, 1 point will be added to the highest score and players will play to that next score. And the pull goes up from Riga. Caught at the front of the end zone. Unlike most indoor tournaments, in this tournament, oh, and it's D by Riga. In this tournament, if you drop the pull, it will result in a turnover. A very long, nice, full field put by Riga, unfortunately defended by a Copenhagen player. Both teams are daring to put the disc up, which is good, but it seems the defense has been having the better position on both teams so far. And a hammer across field. Oh, and an unfortunately bad throw by Copenhagen results in a turnover. Seems like Copenhagen is having a little lack of players in the backfield. Most of their handlers in that point were behind the disc. So they had not a lot of options there. A very nice high catch by the Copenhagen player. And we have Martin Carlson with us here again.
There's a weird animal coming here, making noise.
Filling Martin in here. We're on the second point of this game.
And this is
Riga from Latvia, KCN Riga,
Yep.
against Copenhagen Frisbee Club from Denmark.
cool.
And again, this is their last round of pool play.
And Latvia scored once
Yep, Latvia scored the only goal so far. We've had lots of turnovers this game. So far.
That's because of exciting.
Yeah, well, they've actually both teams have been
defense strategies.
daring to put the disc up long, which has been fun. But the defense has almost every time had a better positioning. Not this time. Copenhagen is able to maintain possession on that long throw. It seems to be that these teams are well matched. It's early in the game. A crossfield hammer into the end zone and a little distraction from the defense.
Number 27 couldn't really get control of that disc. And that means that the red jersey is Latvia, right?
Yeah.
Has the possession again.
Or sorry, Copenhagen. Copenhagen
That's
is in the lead.
Copenhagen.
A very nice long throw and
oh my God!
Surprise catch.
A bit of free sky.
Yeah. That looks like it might have hurt.
Well, if you can't grab it, why don't
Exactly.
do a little tipping?
And that's the second score for Riga. Bringing the score to 2-0. See if Copenhagen can answer back with this one.
Do you know how they did in the previous games?
I don't know how they did, actually. Maybe Emil knew. Do you know how these teams have done so far this game? Do you know how these teams have played so far this tournament? Nobody knows. Maybe you, the viewer, knows. Maybe you saw the game. Probably not, because I guess we're only filming on field 1. Have you played a game, Martin, since you've been here?
I just played a game.
All right, how'd it go?
We played the Copenhagen Open team, and we won by 10-5 or something.
Congrats.
Yeah, really happy.
Oh, a
They're good.
very nice run down by Copenhagen. A fantastic score there. Very worth the chance of putting that one long.
Yeah, it's a beautiful hut.
Yeah, these teams
Perfect
have definitely gotten the length of the field, and they're working their deeps very well. And that was your second game of the day today.
That was our second game. And now we have a long break before our quarterfinal.
All right.
And actually we have a lot of sunshine.
It's
Outdoors,
fantastic
and,
day outside.
I've seen that most teams warm up outdoors now.
Yeah, there's
And then
not
they
a
get
lot of
into
space
play.
in this venue to warm up, and definitely outdoors is the better choice. Here at this facility, it's a fantastic facility. There are just tons of fields outside.
Yep.
Have you gotten lunch yet?
I had lunch. Really good.
Yeah, pretty nice perk about this facility as well. Everything is catered, and like I said earlier in the game, this is the National Training Center here, so they've even got a team of scientists who design the menus here to be performance-enhancing food.
I think most national teams
and a
and
very nice catch in the end zone. The blade throw.
Yep.
She came down with it. And that brings the score to 3-0 in favor of Riga.
Would be nice to have a little sum up in the next games. See what teams are going to the quarters, both in women's and open division. In the open division, we're going to have crossovers.
Yep. How do you feel about the amount of playing you've been doing this weekend? Is it not enough, too much, lagom, some, as they say in Swedish?
Lagom, the Swedish word
for just exactly, perfectly enough.
Exactly. You were talking about
Incompleted pass there by Copenhagen. Copenhagen will have to play some hard D now on the line if they want to get this one back.
We were talking within the team.
Blade in the end zone again. They're loving the blades, this team. Nice.
Yeah. I'm sure
Fourth point for Riga.
Practice indoors.
As well, I believe so too. I think Latvia, Estonia, most of the Baltic states have a strong indoor tradition and as well have good developed indoors throws. And like we talked a little bit earlier, there really is a big difference between those indoor throws and the outdoor throws. A lot of upsides, a lot of things you don't see outside. Pretty usual throws here. Scoobers, hammers, definitely a staple throw of an indoor game.
Yep.
Big difference when you don't have to contend with wind.
And I think sometimes you can actually see where a player started to play, even though here she's a good player and can throw hammers and blades and everything. You can still see from their technique if they started to play indoors or outdoors, and sometimes even what country or continent they started to play, and sometimes what kind of sports they've been doing before, the way they're running, etc.
Absolutely, I agree with that. I think my personal experience coming from North America and having learned to play Ultimate from North America, it's not the easiest thing actually to blend with the Swedish style, which is, I would say, very, very, very different.
In what way is different, if you could?
Well, you know, Sweden being one of those countries that has a strong indoor tradition, they have developed throws. I think particularly the defense style is a lot different. I think in North American we don't take as many poach opportunities as the Swedish teams in general do here. They really take advantage of the poaches. There might also be because Swedish players are so wonderfully tall and long and have that advantage. But also on the offense, I think there is a much different relationship between the handlers and the receivers. Very small communication differences, I think, but I know me and my other North American co-players, it always seems we have better connections naturally than with our Swedish counterparts. Okay. Another goal for Riga.
They're now up 5-1.
I definitely agree. There's very different styles of play throughout Europe and the world.
But you're not playing this weekend?
I'm not playing this weekend. I am actually in my 6th month of pregnancy, so
I didn't know. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. No, I haven't just gotten fat. But so there won't be any playing for me this weekend or this year, but you never know. Maybe in the future. Marna and I had the pleasure of playing together last summer in Amsterdam. I think that's the first time that we actually played together.
Yeah, I think so too. And the first time I played that tournament, even though that's a big tournament and I wanted to go so many years. But
this is Windmill Wind-Up that we're talking about here.
In Amsterdam.
We had a very successful weekend there. We broke seed by 1 place, if I remember correctly, came in 8th.
Yep. And
it was a fun weekend.
We played teams from all over, even Israeli team.
Yeah. Oh, a good defense there by the Riga player. It was a nice matchup. 2 tall girls. Riga with the possession here. A cross-field blade there, favoring the blades today. And there's a call on the field, uncontested foul.
Not everyone agree.
I think they tried to put the disc into play before the defense was ready.
Yep, surely.
Cross-field throw for the Riga player and a long put. We've got 2 receivers and it's a score.
It's inbound.
6-1, Riga. We'll see if Copenhagen can adjust their game now, regain some points. What's the last game of pool play?
We were talking about that earlier. Even if you lose a game, you might need those points later on in the tournament.
Yes, in case there's a tie to figure out the reseeding, they will look at past games.
We have a Danish coach trying to tell the girls what to do.
And this is the time the girls need a little pep talk.
Yep, last chance.
Yeah, I find it very difficult in indoor tournaments with such short games, less than half an hour, to work out the kinks if you have a fairly new team or if you have a group of players that haven't played together as often. It can be pretty tough during these weekends to oil that machine. And that was a slightly too long pass to our Copenhagen teammate there. Riga will take
a good idea,
position.
though.
Yeah, gotta take those chances. And again, those are those small things that make a difference between a team that plays together all the time. It's just knowing your players and how fast they can run and really the connections on the field. We're on the line here. Riga has the disc, a blade into the end zone, and it's caught.
Some more hammers and blades.
Hammers and blades. There's sort of this interesting mix between a hammer and a blade. They're kind of almost a little forehand sometimes, but it seems like these Riga players practice often with that. They don't seem to have a problem catching.
The more vertical you throw, the faster the disc will go. So you see that the top indoor teams in Europe and Sweden will have a hammer and blade, which, I mean, they're very close to each other.
Yeah.
And you don't get that much of a turn on the disc, like a curve.
It's a straight line over.
Yeah, you get more of a straight line,
Yeah.
exactly, but it goes so much faster.
As a receiver, is that more difficult to catch then?
I would say it's easier because you can you know when it's coming down so fast, and you know when to go for it.
Yeah.
If it's floating too much, you have to take a little risk. And most of all, it's coming down on time.
Yes.
If you throw a long flat puck in here, it will never come down, go into the wall.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Very high ceilings in this facility.
Yep.
Riga working it up the last third of the field here. Resetting to their handler. Favoring the open side. Oh, but a crossfield blade open, and it was nearly caught. But Copenhagen will now get a chance to work it down the field. Again, another hammer.
Finding their way. Some short passes coming under. Number 48 in Copenhagen. Seems to be one of their key players. Also number 11.
Unfortunate drop there by Copenhagen. And a timeout called by Riga.
You think that's a tactical timeout?
I think that's a we're pretty tired timeout. There have been lots of turnovers and it's time to get some water.
And we've been playing for 20 minutes out of 25.
How does it feel having 8 players? Is that a good amount of people?
Yeah.
Again, going back to the lagom, principle of lagom.
Maybe you could need more players in the end when you have tighter games. I don't know.
And you're expected to play 4 games today, or 5?
I'm not sure.
Or maybe it's even 3, I'm not sure.
I think we will have 4 games today and 2 tomorrow. Yep. depends if you have this crossover game or not.
Right. So the first, the teams that are first in their pool, will they have a bye then?
I think they would go directly to the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Let's double check that.
All right, we'll see if Copenhagen has come up with a plan. That's pretty tough. There's not a lot to do at this point in a short game when you're down by 6 points.
That's tough.
The most you can really do is tighten that gap.
And there's only 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Actually, I know there are a few people from France watching the live stream.
All right, yeah, it's great that we have
tout le monde.
at least two French teams in the open division and 2 in the women's division.
Ah, yeah.
That's great.
And then I know we have some people from Norway watching.
All right. Well, shout out to you guys abroad tuning in today.
So for players and teams thinking about going to Europe, who's not living in Europe, what tournaments would you recommend?
Outdoors or
Outdoors
indoors?
Indoors.
Well, there's always the classic Paganella, which everyone knows, which I've actually never been to myself. But I mean, I don't think I'd ever tell anyone not to go to that one for sure. Well, I've thoroughly enjoyed my time at Windmill One, at one of the bigger up-and-coming tournaments. It's been growing exponentially each year, becoming more and more difficult to get into each year. But there are tons of big classic mixed and open and women's tournaments throughout the year here in Europe.
What do you think about Hello Stockholm tournament?
Oh, it's great so far. I think it's about damn time we get a tournament in Stockholm here. Since I've lived here, I've been living here for 4 years now, and there's never been talk of a tournament here before. Has there been tournaments here in Stockholm in the past?
That was a long time ago. We used to have a indoor tournament in the beginning of the indoor season in November, December, north of Stockholm. But didn't. I don't know. I don't think they arranged it the last 5 years or something. I think the timing of this tournament is absolutely perfect in the beginning of the outdoor season.
Yeah, and I was thinking that too. A really, fitting format of this tournament. Sort of a combination of both indoors and outdoors. A little bit, a nice transition, perhaps.
Yeah, and I think experienced teams and players can have some good warm up.
Yeah.
And also newer teams can go here and play and learn and have fun.
Nice.
Since there's so many teams to play and many fields. It's a big place.
Copenhagen with the disc. Crossfield hammer to her teammate. It's received, gaining a lot of meters there.
Oh,
very nice grab by number 48. Very nice read on the disc. On the goal line now with time out, last point of the game. The Paga cap will apply in this game.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Riga is up by more than 3 points. Oh, and a hammer. And it's denied by the Riga player. It's not over. They could turn it back. And score by Riga. Game is over. Final score,
That was just about 25 minutes.
10-1. KC and Riga winning over Copenhagen Frisbee Club.
And didn't hear this any sound.
I think it went on in that last point.
Okay, so it's over.
Yeah.
Game over.
Little confusion on the field there. I think there was a little
Pay
bit too
more
much sound in
attention
the
to the
arena.
sounds.
Exactly. Yeah, well, thanks for tuning in. We'll have another game very shortly. Again, this is Ashley and Martin commentating. We'll see you soon.
Hej, hej, hej. Varmt välkomna hit. Ja, men då får den in i kameran.
Hej, hej.
Welcome back to Hello Stockholm. Saturday for the game. We're watching here local team Stockholm Valkyrie against Helsinki Ultimate from Finland. First one of the game. Helsinki has possession of the disc. A receiver available. Turnover. Helsinki will take the disc. at the goal line. And we've got the disc back into play here, centering it in the middle of the field. Looking long, she puts it. It's a very nice throw into the end zone and a good read taken down by Helsinki Ultimate, scoring their second point of the game. 2-0 Finland. Valkyrie making some substitutions, hoping to change up the chemistry on the field. Don't know too much about the Helsinki team, but they seem to be an experienced squad. And a pull into the middle of the end zone. High intensity this game. And resetting to the handlers. And a run-through defense by Helsinki. That's a costly turnover. Could cause another break point for Helsinki. And it's a long put into the end zone. It's looking possible, not quite. Valkyrie will have another chance to take back this point and score their first goal of this match. Again, for anybody just tuning in, games are played to 11 points under this tournament or cap at 25 minutes. Ooh, a very hasty reset by Blandine Monclos. And an unfortunate drop. And hey, we've just been joined by Lars Östberg.
Yeah.
Hey Lars,
Hi.
welcome.
How's it going?
It's going great.
Just coming back from a quick break from my other game, which is why I'm late. But,
All right. Well, we've got a Helsinki with now 4 points. And Valkyrie, the local team from Stockholm, with none. I was just saying how this is an important tournament for Valkyrie, being sort of a newly formed women's team,
Yeah,
more or less.
I haven't seen them play yet this year, but
Yeah, certainly not new to each other. They've both teams have played against one another quite a lot and together in various tournaments. So I think the expectations are quite high for this tournament. You yourself, how's the weekend going for you?
it's been really good.
And what team are you playing for?
I'm playing with Vikwafors, their O team.
The offensive line.
Yeah, well, we split into two teams pretty evenly. Looks like
looking long.
pretty easy open pass there. See if they can just dunk it in. Some good patience, and looks like they are able to put in a pretty easy offensive point there.
Yep, and that's the first score for Valkyrie. See if this is a turning point for them.
Yeah, with these short games, you really have to get back into them quickly. It's hard to make a comeback with only 25 minutes of regulation.
It is, isn't it? I mean, 3 points is a big gap. Saying before anybody tuning in newly, there is a PAGA cap in effect in this tournament. So that means if there's a gap of 3 or more points at the end of the 25 minutes, then the game is over.
This makes it all the more important that you don't let teams get away from you. You're having a little bit of a rough start. So hopefully Valkyrie can get their D-line going and get back into this game.
Now the time is now. It's a nice pulley from Danny Cosby. Another North American
big
originating
shot
player.
right off the bat.
Oh, and
and
on
a good read.
able to catch up. And that brings the score to 5-1 in favor of Helsinki.
It's tough playing indoors where, even though it was good defense from the Valkyrie player there, it doesn't take much of a margin to be able to pull that one down. It's really different than playing outside. The margins are a lot tighter. It makes for teams that are more experienced indoors can really take advantage of the speed of the game.
Mentioned a couple times already today, but interesting setup in this tournament. Fields are a lot bigger than most indoor tournaments, almost the size of a outdoor beach tournament size. How do you feel? How is that changing the play of the game?
On the one hand, it's really nice because you have a lot of room on offense, but it does make it harder on defense, especially with the upside downs that you get in an indoor environment. Definitely makes sort of mistakes much more costly because the offense has such an advantage.
Yeah, with no wind and so much field, the opportunity for very precise throws is huge. Unlike in the outdoor game when you have wind to contend with, perfectly still and perfect conditions for some very nice handling work.
Looks like there's some sort of call in the field that they're discussing. Not sure if it was a travel call or looks like the disc is about to go back. I'm guessing with the spacing that it was a travel call for the quick rotation there. But they're able to work it up the field, get a dump off, and an easy under there. Valkyrie working nicely, a little bit of float on that.
All right.
Valkyrie's able to bring it down. Is that another break for Valkyrie?
That is their second of the game.
So they're clawing themselves back into this quickly, which is good. Looks like we've got a score of 5-2.
4-2.
And
that was Matilda Ekman with the score there. Now we'll see if their defense can convert this point and get a break point.
good pull. Lands just outside, or is caught just outside the end zone. Ooh, and almost.
Nice bit there.
Almost got a D on that in cut. You can tell that Helsinki's been playing together for a little bit longer. They're just a little bit more in sync with some of their plays. They don't have quite as much room, but for the most part, they've been able to coordinate, although it looked like it was either a hand block or just
I think it was just a bad, pretty uncatchable.
Changed your mind last second about the throw.
Even though there are 10 seconds in the stall count under this tournament, it seems like Valkyrie is just rushing a little bit.
Yeah, they're moving the disc quickly. I think they feel that they might have a little bit of an edge athletically, and so they're really trying to run this Helsinki team and use their legs. The only thing that we see is sometimes they're getting some double cuts as they haven't played together that much. Ooh, and a close break throw.
Just over the head of Uda Klarian.
So now Helsinki has another shot at their O point. See if they can pull away again. They look deep right off the bat. It's going to be close. Good positioning.
Very good positioning from the defense.
A strong block from Uda, getting it right back.
Yeah, definitely one of those players where a mistake usually results in some pretty hard plays from her.
Oh, and
even
a
if
tough
the mistake
throw.
wasn't hers.
Just out of bounds there, but they've got the field position again. See if they can maybe get a block a little bit closer this time. Or if Helsinki is going to go for another bomb directly off the turn.
And it's going to be an undercut. Passed up the long opportunity. I think that was a good decision. They'll look to reset their handlers up line, working the open side now. Ooh, and then,
floaty. See if people can get
oh,
there.
and that was a great read by the defense. Again, Uda.
Just putting enough pressure on to keep the Helsinki player from making a play there.
Long point here.
Both teams with a good amount of players, though. We saw in a couple of the other games that if you only have 5 or 6 players, it's a really long tournament. Looks like we have another long turn, and this point is going to drag on a little bit more.
Valkyrie not really willing to just roll over and let it happen. Still struggling to keep some ground in this game.
I think they know that they need this point with a short game. It's every point counts. Ooh, and almost a D there as the indoor blade comes to play. Ooh, and a good read.
Good thought by the defense, but a much better read by the offense on that one, unfortunately, for Valkyrie.
So Helsinki holds for 5-2, and Valkyrie needs to put this one in to keep this game alive. I think this is a pretty pivotal point.
So Lars, I hear that you're half American.
Yeah, originally from the U.S. and I moved to Sweden about a year ago.
Oh, okay. Where'd you play in the States?
I grew up in New Hampshire and played at Dartmouth College is sort of where I learned to play, and since then I've played some with the Swedish national team and so on as I studied a year here in 2011, 2012.
So how do you feel like the style of play compares as a North American to?
Oh wow! Great bid.
Very
from,
great bid, Linda.
Really, really close. It's definitely the style is. I mean, it's much more in tune with the indoor game. I think there's a lot more indoor play here, and a lot more focus on the sort of blades, hammers, upside down, a lot more precision throwing than straight physical play.
I think you see that in the teams that play more indoors. Very much more comfortable with the upsides, the hammers, the scoobers. I also think the receivers know how to catch the catches. They expect them, whereas North Americans, we don't, as receivers, we're a little bit less familiar. We don't expect those throws.
Yeah. So it looks like there was a foul called that was not contested. Although there seems to be some sort of confusion. Yeah, so the Helsinki player called a foul on the catch, and it was not contested, which means that is a goal. So it looks like that is 6-2 Helsinki. Valkyrie's really got to get into this game quickly if they want to close that gap between the 3 points and see if they can grit this one out. A little bit of a false start there, and the pull is up.
And unlike most indoor tournaments, as I've been mentioning, a dropped pull will result in a turnover. Seeing lots of people catching the pull in the end zone, regardless of that.
I think the quick pace of the play means that teams want to get the disc moving as soon as possible.
Valkyrie with a
as we
great
see
movement
a
up the
great
field and
upside
score.
down to saw it up for the score.
Seems like they found their momentum in that point.
Yeah, that was a really clean O point, and hopefully they can keep it going. Got their D-line out now, try to get a big stop here, see if they can turn this around and get some momentum back. 6-3 to Helsinki right now. the pull. Not directly in the end zone. And a good opening play.
Oh, a big
Looks
pass.
deep. Uda is there and a
And
catch
she
blocked.
receives
Very
it.
nice. Just waiting for that one. Ooh, and just
What a
a
bad
slight miscue.
decision.
And goes directly for the upside down throw there. That's
Helsinki's really capitalizing on their mistakes here.
yeah. I think when you play together for as long as Helsinki has, they knew that was coming right off the turn. You saw that cut develop immediately as Helsinki calls timeout to try and just close out this game, take an extra breather, focus on this point, and make sure that they don't let the Valkyrie back in.
Again, this Valkyrie team is a combination of really two teams. A juniors team from Sigtuna who have been playing together, very tight squad, combining with the former Swedish Fish players or former Stockholm women's teams. So both very experienced players on both sides there, but it seems like they still have some working out to do to get those connections dialed in.
A lot of the Sigtuna women played in the mixed championship this past summer with Sigtuna in the finals. And also played, I think, with the on the Swedish mixed world beach team that won gold. So a lot of experience, even with the youngsters on this Valkyrie team. I think so far in the game, it's just been a question of trying to sync their play together. It's a little bit of a funny format with 5 players, and just get a feeling for each other and work through that at the beginning of this tournament.
She wants to put it long.
Yeah.
Doesn't find anyone, so she'll reset to a handway.
A nice
they
break
really
throw
want
there.
this long point.
Yeah.
These long throws.
But Helsinki's hanging in there, playing some smart D, and the upside down throw
Good
gives
decision.
Valkyrie a nice O point, and they'll see if they can grab a D point to cut this lead and keep this game going.
Looks like we've got about 5 minutes left on the clock.
So there's still some time left for Valkyrie.
There is time. We can definitely close this gap. It's going to take some hard defensive work. They've got a strong defensive line, very tall girls.
Yeah, tall, athletic. Some of those youngsters we were just talking about from the Sigtuna team. A lot of them using the headbands that came in the player pack, actually.
Linda and Matilda, 2 of the defensive players here from the Stockholm side of things, have been playing also as juniors. So, and that is the end of time, 25 minutes. They'll play to the end of the point and add 1 to the score. The game will be played until 8. Actually, I think I might be mistaken on that. I think Coggy Cap will apply in this case. And that this will be the
I think if Helsinki scores, this would be the final point. Whereas if Valkyrie can get the break, then we'll be within that three-point margin, and we'll add 1 to the Helsinki score as a big upside down throw goes, and it's just barely incomplete. Although it looks like there is a foul call.
I don't think they're going to let that one go. This is a big point here. And it is a turnover.
Yeah, they agree. It's a turnover, and Valkyrie will have a chance here to dig themselves back into this game. Reset the disc and find it break side. Big deep cut. Gets off. Some good cuts from Valkyrie. It looks like Helsinki's a little bit tired. Ooh, but a bullet
and
on
she
the break
toes
side.
the line.
Great catch there. And
game will be played to 8.
yeah, 7-5, game to 8. So Valkyrie has to keep up this defensive pressure to try to get back into this.
Changing some players here, getting some fresh legs in. Yeah, and this is the last game of pool play in the women's division.
After this, it will be, I think, a crossover on the men's side for pre-quarters and quarters.
Oh, and the disc is put up. It's going to be just
And the question is, what if he's
taken down by Helsinki?
I think unclear if she had both feet down or just one. Some discussion on the field, but it looks like that's a goal, which I think will be the game.
Although we see the players returning to the line.
Jogging around for 2 seconds.
Unclear if the cap was on, I guess. Looks like we'll get another point. And play till the time is out.
Here looking long, wanting those quick passes.
Yeah, some good intense play from Valkyrie.
Pass from Linda to Matilda, but it's out of bounds, unable to be completed.
Just out of bounds. Really tough pass, that corner spot.
Valkyrie will have to play some good hard D here. And she puts it long.
Nice pass.
Great positioning by the Valkyrie defender.
Enough on the jump there from the D. Really strong play. Valkyrie finds a quick break and then a dump to move the disc over. Play it safely across field.
Good decision to reset
Big
to the
pivot
handler.
from Uda. Moves it back across.
Looking for the open Matilda.
A nice looping blade to close off that point. So
looks like we'll squeak another point out of this game.
Yeah, maybe they could be that they were playing the game to 9,
I guess.
And the Valkyrie's got to keep up this pressure if they want to keep playing. So with that, the time is gone, and this will be the last point, regardless of who scores, I think, as the time ended, just as they were pulling. Some tight play from Helsinki. They don't have a lot of room, but they're able to move the disc.
And that's on the goal line now with a cross field hammer.
And it'll work. So a solid win by Helsinki there. And they will, I think, move on to the crossover game in first place.
And it's been an interesting tournament format here today, with the longer fields and the full 10 seconds on the time count there.
Yeah, definitely a tournament for the offense.
Able to take advantage of the deeper plays, really use their legs.
So let's see, I think next here we have crossover knockout round for the open division, and I'm not sure exactly who it is, but
All right, and we've just got some word from our technical crew here that we're going to be posting up a new link. We're forced to change channels here. So you can go back to the Hello Stockholm website, hellostockholm.se, and shortly you should see a new link there to reload the live streaming.
Yeah, and that will take you to the refresh of our men's knockout game. I think it is the second seed out of the C pool against the third seed out of the A pool.
We can see if we can get a little information about the teams that are playing here. We'll get right back to you.